from the shelter of the island. And away we go. Italy versus Germany. The Italians haven't been quite on it. They've admitted that. They were frustrated not to be going to the Olympics, clearly, and they lost out in Lucerne, and now here they are back together again to enjoy the experience of Henley, pretty much at the invitation of Alex Partridge. And they are holding station at the moment so far, but they may well need to dig deep. The Germans just have it by a canvas.
We'll see here whether age and experience can prevail over youth. The German it's an under-23 that won the gold medal last year in the World Championships, who have been very close to their current gold medal winning Olympic age.
The Italians, of course, as you will know, they missed out. Quote from Paolo Frattini, who's in the number 6 seat. It's not actually for the programme. Simone Venier is in the stroke seat, but Paolo there with the blue glasses was saying he said we were unlucky. 0.3 of a second they missed qualification for the Olympics. So this is a chance to atone, to enjoy Henley, but they are well aware that this is a decent crew.
Very decent crew.
And they're showing it.
Now, the Italians had several scullers in the boat, so they should be smooth. They should be able to race without seeing the other crew and not worrying. But they're past the barrier. They can't wait too much longer.
We've got 2 under-23 internationals because 2 of the boat, 2 of the men's eight who try to qualify for Rio are now in the men's pair. So they're away training elsewhere, and so it was decided they bring in Cesare Gabbia in the bow and Filippo Mondelli in the foreseat. They're the 2 under-23 internationals. They're all their first experience, though, of Henley. I'm not seeing in the best weather, but it's certainly great competition. This is stiff, and if they're not going to suffer another defeat, it's not going to be particularly close, actually. It's not going to be 0.3 seconds at this rate. They need to start finding something else.
They do, and Italy came in 6th last year in the World Championships, which again was 1 spot out of qualifying. Then this year, they're 1 spot out of qualifying. That frustration begins to build, and I would have thought they would have put everything into the start.
Which is your way of saying that you weren't particularly impressed how they did that. It was solid, but it wasn't motoring. That wasn't a decisive move early on to try and get an advantage.
That was not an Olympic start.
Well, to be fair, I think Paolo was saying they lost maybe some of the edge, but they are still in touch.
They're in contention.
Yeah, there's just half a length in it.
The Italians know how to sprint. Germans always working like clockwork, methodical. They have their game plan. The Italians, you know, if they need to wing it, the hymnal goes out the window.
But as long as they're singing from the same hymn sheet, they're okay. That's the key thing. They've got to all work together, and they're still there. Now, this could be interesting. It's only half a length down. Maybe they took a bit of time just to find their rhythm. They only arrived on Wednesday. So 1 row yesterday, and here they are competing. Obviously, they'll have had an outing this morning, but you need more time, maybe, just to find that, just to fine-tune what was lacking. And I think they're
moving back.
They're coming back. Now, this is...
They have experience. Now they're coming back. The drone gives such a great view of this gladiatorial contest.
Well, they're right up there now. This is pretty much going to be a little more than a canvas, and we've still got some way in this race to go.
They're just coming down the Rimenham now in Upper Thames.
So we've still got half this race to go. This is looking a real contest. So frustrations earlier, and also admiration for those crews who basically left the opposition behind. But this is really close.
This is what Henley loves, to have grand races on the Friday. With 7 entries this year, it's the most they've had in probably over a decade. So and this is the type of racing you get.
So for the honour of making your way towards having the chance to race on Saturday and Sunday with those enclosures, those grandstands, and so many launches, so many boats either side, watching either side of the bank as well, or either side of the river, packed to the gunnels, watching these elite crews.
The Italians stealing inches on every stroke.
Looking across as well, aren't they? Just keeping in touch, and I think...
Yes,
I
it's
think
almost level. As you can see, there's just a canvas.
They've taken it.
With the momentum of the Italian. And now here comes the sprint.
Right.
The hymnal has been tossed out the window.
They know the words, they've got the rhythm. Now they need to take it to the end. The Germans, clockwork, you were saying, what have they got left? Can they start to find a different beat?
They'll have to do it now, because we're into the enclosures. And I believe there was a sellout crowd on this Friday for the stewards. And the Italians now have about a half length and really winding it up now. Stroke man glances over just to see, does he need to go at another level before he tells the cocks what to do?
Simone Venier has done this job well. Enrico Daniello in the cock seat, sending them towards the line. The Germans will come again, they know that. That's what German crews do. But Italy seemingly have judged this right, or have the Germans found something else? Again, it's little more than a quarter of the length. They're going towards the line, the last 10 strokes. Italy seemingly have this for all the will, the drive, the determination of the German crew. The Italians, who missed out on qualification for the Olympics, will continue to be rowing at Henley on their debut.
A half length.
That's got everyone warmed up in this chill breeze.
That's what's nice about the higher qualification races, is getting behind early. It doesn't really shake the crew. It's the second half of the race that counts.